You know who I want to play me?
Who?
Beyonce.
Did you know Nia Long got her start in the 1986 Disney movie Brat Patrol?
So what gives, Leonard? I'm missing a chem lecture at the university.
Let alone little league practice.
That was her starting point, but the Brooklyn native rose to fame in 1991 when she appeared in John Singleton's Boys in the Hood. She went on to woo Will Smith as Lisa in the hit sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Our relationship is based on trust. I want you to have your own life.
From Friday to Love Jones and that good old-fashioned soul food, Long was no doubt the 90s it girl. Her role as Jordan Armstrong in The Best Man inspired a generation of Black women in TV. In 2022, she reprised the role for the third time in The Best Man, The Final Chapters. Her performance led to her winning an NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress.
We started OpenAI 7 years ago because we felt like something really interesting was happening in AI, and we wanted to help steer it in a positive direction. It's honestly just really amazing to see how far this whole field has come since then. And it's really gratifying to hear from people like Raymond, who are using the technology we are building and others for so many wonderful things.
We're back, and we are still talking about the world of artificial intelligence. Now, we did talk about some of the concerns and inherent dangers as it relates to AI, but now it's time to talk about the benefits. Like the young man, one of the OpenAI founders, just mentioned in his TED Talk, who's using the technology to help with his dyslexia. Still with me is Burton Kelso. He's the owner and chief tech expert of Integral. It's a computer service and IT support company. Okay, Burton, we know that people with ALS, throat cancer, and Parkinson's disease are all using AI to, quote, bank their voice while they still have it. So when the illness takes away their ability to speak, which sadly happens as those diseases advance, these individuals can still communicate with their family and loved ones through a computer, and they can still sound like themselves. It sounds incredible. It is amazing. Tell us about this kind of breakthrough.
Well, when it comes to ChatGPT, obviously allows people to use their voice to communicate with other people. The good thing about AI now, or emerging AI, is that you're not limited on the things that you can say to your AI component. So, example, if you've got your smartphone or your smart home device and you ask Alexa or Siri a question, it only goes so far. But with current AI, emerging AI, then if you ask a query or you want to communicate with somebody, your ChatGPT modules will allow you to go a little bit further in the conversation, and people won't feel so left out when they're interacting with people in the real world.
Incredible. We also see, Burton, that the music industry is trying to figure out how to best use this technology. We saw someone recently using artificial intelligence to create Rihanna's singing voice, but singing other artists' songs. Do you think that this is going to happen I guess more broadly, right? Are we going to hear artists that we've lost, whether it be Prince, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, being able to, kind of come in a new form through this technology?
Ebony, it sounds like you're going back to the days of Napster where people were pulling music off of the internet. I mean, that's going to be a big thing because you're talking about copyright when it comes to musicians. Now, I think if it's done in fun and people aren't trying to make profit off of it, then it's okay. But yes, I could see a future where you see artists that have passed away like Whitney Houston and Prince and people coming up with different remixes of their popular hits or creating new songs. But again, you got to pump the brakes on that because you may get in trouble with some of the major record companies if you start to try to produce that music and make it seem like it's your own.
Yeah, any commercial stakes there are going to be, backlogging the courts with litigation because it's already an issue. But when you start talking about this artificial intelligence portion, I mean, that's just opening up the whole gamut. Now, Burton, we know that a lot of us are already using AI technology in our current devices. There's going to be more use of it in the future. I was recently talking with some AI experts, and they were talking about, we know the biases that show up in artificial intelligence, whether it's not recognizing deeply melanated people, things of this nature. We've seen there's already lawsuits around that. We also know that AI technology is being used to decipher candidates for jobs. I see a scenario where it might be starting to be used for college and school admissions. The technology is made by humans. So the same biases humans have shows up in the technology. How do we as a Black culture make sure that we are holding technology sectors accountable, Burton, for making sure that those biases do not negatively impact us?
Ebony, that's an excellent question. And unfortunately, in the tech sector, it is a white male-dominated industry. So, of course, you have white males that are inputting that information with AI. And I think the only way to conquer that challenge as people of color is that we need to get involved more into the STEM space. When you look across the board at STEM jobs, we are not represented at all.
All right. Shout out to Black people in STEM. Burton Kelso, brother, we thank you for helping us understand the deep complexities of AI today and tomorrow. Coming up, senators are unveiling a new bipartisan legislation to ban kids from 13 and under from joining social media platforms. We'll have the details on how this could affect your preteen next on the Grio.
And we said it best. We ready to go. Come and get it right now. We got what you like now. Every day and night.